Hi everyone, welcome to week 5. We're in the second to last week of our class. I've had a chance to take a look at all of the discussion boards for last week and all of the assignments, and overall really nice job. We have a few people did not turn in the assignments this week, and I just want to remind you that I will accept assignments up to 4 days late with a penalty. I really encourage you to get your assignments in as soon as possible. I have to tell you, I set aside certain time in my week to be able to grade your papers. And not only are you receiving a penalty for turning the paper in late, you're also making it really difficult for me to give you really good feedback because you're turning them in later and we're already into the next week's material. So please keep that in mind, and hopefully anybody who missed this past assignment for week 4 will be able to get it in before, I believe, before Thursday. And one thing is, if you did miss the discussion, there are no makeups for the discussion. So for weeks 5 and 6, make sure you post early, post often, make sure you use in-text citations and references to support your thinking. And we've had some fabulous conversations. I was especially impressed this week with the ideas and thoughts about play and purposeful play and intentional play and free play. It was really an excellent discussion. One thing I did notice when reading the assignments this week was really about direct instruction. And I think the way the article presented the information about direct instruction, it was really easy to say, I don't want to do that, an emergent curriculum or high scope would be better suited. I just want to make it clear that there's nothing wrong with direct instruction, and there are times where direct instruction is actually really appropriate and really necessary. The idea there is it shouldn't be the primary way we're teaching young children, and that it be very balanced. That that whole, you may have heard the idiom "sage on a stage." That would be that direct instruction, that give kind of just lecturing kind of thing. We would not do that with young children. But again, there are some times where direct instruction about a particular concept may be really appropriate. So I would just encourage you to not sort of put a black mark against direct instruction entirely. Think about it as another tool in your toolbox, but one that you wouldn't want to be the primary tool that's used all the time with every child. This week we're going to be talking about literacy, and we're going to be talking about positive behavioral supports, as well as looking over some information about kindergarten. So a few things there. I'd like you to really be able to think about behavior as positive behavior support. So rather than thinking about how do I make sure that children are behaved the way I want them to be behaved, how can I provide instructional opportunities for children through the curriculum, through the environment, which, as you learned last week, the environment is it's part of the curriculum, to have children learn how to regulate themselves and how to have really good executive functioning skills. That ties right into the whole concept of being ready for kindergarten, where if you speak to most kindergarten teachers, they will tell you they would much rather have a well-regulated child come into kindergarten than a child who knows their alphabet inside and outside and can count to 100, because that can be taught. And a child that's really well-regulated, it's very easy to provide instruction to them through exploration, through direct instruction, through a variety of different ways, if they're able to maintain themselves in the classroom environment. So just keep that in mind as you're thinking about behavior, because there is a tendency to think of behavior as behaviors, as things that we don't want to see in a classroom, and it's really a much bigger concept than that. We're also going to be having a conversation about literacy and different approaches to literacy. Think about, whole language, phonics, phonemic awareness, and all the different components of literacy. And I would encourage you to think about, and many of you have already when you were talking about play, talked about how you can work with language and literacy opportunities throughout the entire classroom, embedded through the entire curriculum. So we have some great trains of thought that we've already started. I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you. I would love to see a few more of you try to post a video post this week. That would be really cool. And if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to reach out. I will respond to emails usually within a few hours. If you need to speak with me, call during office hours or send me an email and we'll set up a time that works well for both of us. Otherwise, have a great week. Enjoy the beginnings of spring and some warmer weather. And I'll look forward to hearing from all of you this week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.